Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your likes, your love, your comments, the sense of community on our channel. It truly warms my heart from the bottom of my heart. And I want to thank you all so very, very much. And I appreciate your trust so very, very much. A little bit about myself. I'm a twin back in physical reunion with my twin. We underwent a physical separation on Earth, 3D world. And by the grace of God, our souls navigated back to each other in physical. I channel most of my energy through a journal. I firmly believe I'm a messenger on this journey, meant to debunk myths, false prophecy, untruths, whatever it may be. I started this journey approximately 3 years ago, and when my twin and I first went into physical separation, I've always journaled since the age of 9, but these I want to say premonitions, messages came that I was indeed meant to be a messenger on this journey. There's a lot of garbage and falsehoods out there, and this is a very vulnerable journey. Your heart and soul is very vulnerable, and sometimes people monopolize off your vulnerability. So I'm just going to go over a few things in my journal. I flip the cards merely out of my own entertainment purposes. The cards always resonate with the energy. So the numbers I've been seeing are 444. I've been seeing that like crazy. And 444 is a very profound sign with twins, and that is a message of a spiritual awakening. And some of you, if you're new to this journey, you go into physical separation, that loss, that vulnerability, and all sorts of things come along with that, but you go through a forced spiritual awakening. It's not voluntary. And sometimes you feel like you don't know what's happening, and you're losing your mind and your marbles, and you're confused. So 111 and 333, I've been seeing the crow quite often, and I see the doves every single day. Doves to me is a reminder that I'm a messenger on this journey, but it also represents peace, love, and harmony. And normally I see one, but lately I've been seeing two. And to me, it's just a very good, very, very good message. Some of the energy that I'm feeling is predominantly, it's always masculine energy, but some of the energy that I'm feeling is that there's karmic interference. And it's causing the masculine energy to be a little confused because the ego is kicking in. And so they've ended these karmic cycles. Some of them have walked away from lifetime friendships, addiction, jobs, partners. And some of them are coming in, and they're not leaving them alone, and it's confusing them. And that's why the ego is kicking in. There's so much more here. And again, I want to thank you all so much for sending me an email, willing to partake in this awakening process as it relates to twins. It is a very daunting process at times, and I haven't been able to get back to some of you with the release forms. I'm swamped at work. I've been taking a course on documentaries and how to put it together with like footage and film editing. So I think after this week, things should wind down. So for those of you who haven't reached out to you with the release form, I will be sending that to you. And then, in the next couple of months, I'll be reaching out to you to interview you with some questions. And I'm going to have a trailer out soon. I'm working on that, just on what this is truly about. So again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for participating. This is a very, very important message for us to get out there in the world, especially now when the world is very vulnerable. So I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I do what is in the masculine's heart space, and if they could say anything at the moment, what would it be? And the overall energy of the worldwide twin flame collective. So yeah, there's a little sense of confusion. I don't know who this message is for. There was a blow up with a family member, and some of you are having some severe stomach issues, and that could be your root chakra. I feel like some of you, your root chakra is blocked, and it governs your understanding. So some of you are confused and not understanding this journey. I feel very good things. I feel, I cannot believe this. What a good thing. When I say I can't believe this, it's because this energy is always resonating, and it's just bizarre. So divine feminine, the masculine energy has come to, like, they know that you came into their life for a reason. You're divine. You were sent by God. You help them in ways that nobody else could help them. They also know they wanted, this is such a good thing. They also have come to twin flames. Twin flames is not a term to, how do I put this, is not a term to, I guess the easiest way to say it is a term to mess with, and it truly does exist. Some of you that are just endeavoring or embarking the journey, you feel this love in your heart that's not explainable. If this word comes to you, it's meant for you. Twin flames. I never even heard of this in my entire life, but I was hungry for knowledge, and I could not understand the love of my heart. I was married for 20 years, in a relationship for 24 years overall, and I never even felt profoundly close to what I felt towards my twin. And the divine masculine feels the same about you. The one thing I do have in the energy field right now is the ego, the interference of the ego is they're questioning, and they feel like this love, it was too much too fast. They couldn't understand it, and that ego kicks in and starts messing with thought, and they feel that, first of all, you don't feel the same, because it's very, very a difficult pill to swallow when you meet someone in physical essence and you instantly fall in love. Like you've been in love, for some of you, for lifetimes, and your soul's been yearning for the other half of your soul. But they do know, and I love it so much. Travel, and this card keeps coming out, and how I resonate this card is the masculine energy wants to travel to you and tell you the truth. Your souls came together at the divine time. Regrettably, you separated at the divine time, and I have been feeling this for a while. And you are on a journey, on a road, and it's just a metaphor, but you're navigating back to each other in 3D, and it's beautiful, and I love it so much. And they have the deep desire in their soul to move towards you. They're being pushed, and sometimes they fall down, but the divine God is picking them up and pushing them towards you, because this is truly what it's meant to be. I know there's a lot of other messengers out there, and there's a lot of bottom feeders and parasites. I can only speak from one's journey. Everyone's journey is different. We all have a different genetic blueprint, and we all have a different journey. And as a messenger, I firmly believe that you are meant to be back together in physical. Whether it be in this lifetime or next lifetime, you are truly meant to be together. I've heard some things out there I don't want to get into, and it is, sadly, I think those are the bottom feeders that are the interference that confuse you on your journey. It's a journey about an awakening and self-love. An awakening is a journey to self-love. So they want to travel to you desperately, and many of them are getting profound answers in nature. So they're going out and grounding their energy. As I said, there's this karmic interference. It's confusing them. They almost want to go back, but so there's a force that's pulling them away from this karmic crap. And how is it? It's because their their energy field is low, and they're getting out into nature, they're grounding, they're getting rid of that interference, and they're just coming into this high vibration again. So it's beautiful. I love it all so much. So if they could say anything to their beautiful feminine, what would it be? And I love it also very much. Feminine energy, I feel for you, you're just living your best life right now, and it's beautiful. And I don't know where that message came from. Again, what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, pack it away. Not everything will resonate. If you have messages for me personally, send me an email. I cannot believe this. Okay. So this is a message for you. It's 2 cards you asked for. So, I don't know, this twin flame card keeps coming out, and like it just came out, and if any of you are not new to my channel, you know that rarely comes out. It's been coming out a lot lately. It's a message, it's a very good message for you. And I'm going to ask for one more card, please. Thank you. Oh, 2. Sorry, it has to be 1. So I'm going to ask for 1. Thank you so much. Okay. So I can't wait to explore the world together. Just explore our world together. To me, resonates with the travel card. They can't wait to explore and travel and just, you conquer the world together. You can do so much together, and you're meant to do so much together, meant to raise a vibration. And they constantly lie awake, manifesting love, meditating love. Even though there's a deep sense of confusion and the ego interferes with the true love that they feel towards you, they do lie awake manifesting your love. They absolutely do. Sometimes when we're not visible and we can't see what each other are doing in the 3rd dimensional world, we often get stuck in our own ego. And yes, some do run into karmic partnerships, and that is merely for them to learn lessons. And honestly, whatever karmic partnership they're in right now, it is extremely toxic and abusive. And it's almost like twins have this trauma in their life, and it's not that they purposely seek it out, but it comes to them. And I feel like that just conditions and strengthens your soul. But they do manifest love always. You are my best friend. You flow to each other magnetically, effortlessly, and beautifully. And your love is pure, raw, and vulnerable. And the masculine energy could relate to you like they could relate to no one else. They share things with you they shared with no one else. And you just share so much. You have so many similarities as it relates to music, books, sports, whatever it may be. You have so many interests that are mutually exclusive. So it's beautiful, and I love it. When I was in your presence, physical presence, I was my true authentic self. Totally resonates with best friend. When you are together, it's somehow, and it's just crazy how it works. Those layers of your false self are instantly removed. I don't know how that happens, but you just feel so comfortable with each other. Like if you were self-conscious or you had self-worth issues, and it just completely disappears when you're together, and you are your true authentic you. And unfortunately, I believe it was inevitable. I feel like I want to give you another message, divine feminine from the masculine. There is separation. I never thought, like, when we came in together, our love was so fierce and so strong. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for my entire being here on earth. And then it just went away. And it was most troublesome and challenging. But as a result, I grew into the best version of myself, and we are the best version. So, and this is for you. Another message. I just feel like I wanted to give you another message. And if it's 2, I'll take it. It's 3. I'm going to ask for 2 cards, please. Thank you. I'm getting 2 things here. And 1 card. Thank you so much. So, again, this resonates with what I've been saying. Denial. The masculine energy, regrettably, is in denial when they come into you. Honestly, they're denying the feelings in their heart. It's very, very hard. The ego constantly wants to interfere. And it's like, almost like a form of trickery, because what you share is the most beautiful sacred connection. And not very many people in this world get to experience such beauty. And the mind is like, no, this can't be real. This isn't real. I'm like obsessing. How could I feel like this towards somebody so quickly? So that's the denial. And they're depriving themselves of the true love that you both are deserving of. So resonates. 2 things here. Communication. The masculine desperately just wants to say hi. And what is terribly ironic here, and my heart is just like beating so quickly, is the energy that I've been channeling is this communication. And them wanting to speak to you so desperately and just say hello via text. And I feel like this is going to happen in massive quantities. I don't know why. I just feel this. I've been feeling this for a while. But creativity and the masculine energy is, as they evolve in their awakening process, their creativity is peaking. But what I resonate with this today is music. And the masculine energy is speaking to you through music. Have you ever been just driving down, the road, or working out, or doing whatever, cooking, listening to music, and the song comes on, and you know for 100% certainty it's your twin speaking to you? I know this happens. There's so much infinity possibilities within ourselves that we don't even tap into. When the heart chakra opens, it stimulates more function of the brain. It's true. And I know after my mother passed away, it was weird what used to happen to me while I was driving to work, and the radio would just stop and it would crackle and then it would turn up very loud, and there would be these songs, and I knew it was my mother. And alternatively, when my twin and I separated, there was specific songs. And when I went through my out-of-body experience, I felt like it was my twin was going through a near-death experience. Even though they're similar, they're very different. And if this is part of the process, for some of you might go through this. And there was one song by Pearl Jam, and it came on because I felt like this severe trauma for my twin. And ironically, he was in the suicidal state, and it was, I'm still alive. And I'm like, thank you, God, because that song came on right at the perfect moment in time. You had twins, like I said, they're different, but journeys are different, but some things are the same. And yeah, that out-of-body experience was crazy. So what's the overall energy? And, some of the things you go through, many people cannot relate. So don't even honestly waste your breath. Because if you're trying to explain, sometimes with good intention, the people are actually the ones that are the interference. Overall energy. So this is overall energy. We just went to masculine fear. And fear is a very strong ego-based emotion. And sometimes the biggest fear is rejection. So the masculine energy fears rejection. They want to come in. They never meant to hurt. It was too much for them. You have to believe this in your hearts and soul. It is truly the way it's divinely meant to be. And a lot of it has to do with this fear of rejection. They're just frightened to come to you because they have never meant to hurt you, but they feel like you're going to be upset and angry with the way they just vanished. And also too, another very important message is the fear to let go of your ego. You're grappling it, you're hanging on to it for dear life. Why is that? It's because that's what you've identified and who you've identified with your entire life. And letting go of all of the trauma, the negativity, that all of this stuff is very frightening. It truly is. And the awakening process itself is very frightening. Nostalgia, and I feel this for both masculine energy and energy. You're feeling very nostalgic. You're feeling like you have the faith in your heart, which is beautiful. I love this. There was a shift. Many of you have migrated back to the faith in your heart, and I love it very much, because the further you move from your faith, the further you move from your twin. And anybody that moves you from your faith, your true faith, they are the interference. I'm sorry. This journey is meant to restore and bring you closer to your faith. That's what it's about. This is referenced in scriptures, different scriptures, in many religions. I relate to revelations in the Christian Bible, but it is truly meant, and you have this nostalgia, and this nostalgia is truly bringing you back closer to your faith. And I'm very ecstatic, and I'm very excited for you. The truth is coming to the masculine energy, and that is as it relates to divine feminine, excuse me, twin flames, and all of these magnificent truths. But there's a message for some feminine energy, and I don't know who this is for. Again, I get them when they come. The truth, there's a very valuable truth coming to you. It has nothing to do with your twin, because you already know the truth of who you truly are. And you are standing in your power, and you're beautiful, and you're doing what's best for you. And I'm extremely, very, very happy for you. But there's an important truth coming to you, and it is going to hurt like no tomorrow, because it has something to do with trust, and that truth that's coming to you is going to shatter you, but it's also going to help you move forward on this journey. So, and crossroads, this journey is about a certain crossroads, little interference, dark night of the soul, awakening, clearing chakra, and you don't sometimes know which road to go to. Just know you're divinely protected, and you will, if you fall down and get lost, you will have that help up. Divine will help you. God or Creator, Ascended Master, however you resonate. So this is always temporary, unless you let the vortex of low vibration, interference, karmic crap, and drama, if you continue to stay in the cycle of that, you will continue to be at a crossroads in your life. So beautiful. And lastly, I'm going to give you another energy message, overall energy, and then we'll go to some loving messages. I know sometimes it's hard to be in that physical separation because it's just excruciating, but don't ever forget that your twin is always loving you no matter what. You know, we live in physical embodiment on earth, but we also have a soul. And yeah, you must remember that. So this is overall energy. It's too much. Way too much. I cannot believe this. Sorry, folks. It's just, I merely do it for my own entertainment. If you watch, you watch. If you don't, you don't. Like, I do it because I can't believe this happens. These two go together. The thinking man and strategy. It resonates with travel, communication, divine feminine, twin flames, all sorts of things. So they're articulating a strategy to move forward. And in their mind or in their heart, they're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do on this day. At this time, I'm going to go to my twin. And I'm just going to put it all out there. I'm going to give the truth and just dissolve that fear of rejection. And whatever happens, at least I know the truth. And it's beautiful. And also too, manifesting love. But they're coming up with a strategy to move forward, and I love it so much. I love this too. Appreciation, goddess of the moon. You have no idea how much the masculine appreciates the feminine energy, and vice versa. This is both ways. You appreciate and love each other. And sometimes you get angry and you just want to throw your arms up and say, screw this. But you can't. Why? Because I don't know why. You know, many of you go on, you move on, you're like, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm going to start seeing other people. And then you start seeing other people and your heart instinctively goes back to your twin. And it's like, no, this is right, I can't do this. You know, appreciation for each other. But the masculine energy thinks you're an absolute goddess, divine. You were sent by God and they're forever grateful. They appreciate. And vice versa. The feminine feels the same. And one last thing about the appreciation card is, don't forget to appreciate and have gratitude in your life. You know, sometimes we lose focus on the gifts and the blessings that are presented in front of us. And we don't truly appreciate the blessing of this connection or the blessings that we have in life. If you can hear, you can see, you can smell, you can taste, you can touch, you can feel. Those are very, very things to be appreciative for. And things can be taken away in a moment. I've been off, for a little while from doing videos because a family member was instantly killed in a car crash. And just like that, 37 years old, her life was gone. So appreciate, have gratitude. If you have water, clean water, there's so much to be appreciative for. So, the more you appreciate and the more gratitude you have in your heart, the more abundance you will see in your life. So I'm going to give you one beautiful message to take this morning, this afternoon, this evening. And there we are. And there's the front, and there's the back. Life is constantly changing, yet the core of it remains the same. Love does not change, it only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding. It's never-ending story. And I love this all so much. It doesn't change, it only goes stronger. Your love for each other in physical separation only grows stronger for each other. And I have this vision, and I don't get visions often. This massive manifestation is going on, but this massive reunion is also going on in the universe right now, and it's beautiful. And Please share your stories. And one last loving message for you, beautiful, beautiful souls. And let's go. I'm going to ask for one card. One card, please. These ones are so tricky. Thank you so much. And here's the front. So I see yin and yang. I see masculine, feminine. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Resonates with divine feminine, masculine energy. But I know that this is going to be about balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is the one that supports and challenges. Crossroad challenges, supports. And you just have to appreciate and love each other. No matter what moment in time you are in, what you've been presented with is a gift of a lifetime. So again, that's all I have for you today, folks. If any of this resonates, kindly hit the notification bell, like, comment. It really, truly does help. And I want to thank you all so much. Have a great day, folks.